Hey there, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the Prosper, Texas real estate market update here for July 2023. My name is Alex Piech with eXp Realty. I'm a local Prosper real estate agent. And today I'm going to be kind of pulling back the curtain and explaining to you what is happening in the real estate market today, showing you the sales data, and really just explaining what is going on, what we're seeing firsthand. As always, we do this every single month. So you can go back and watch some of our previous months. If you want to compare how the market's doing today to previous months, we will hit on that. I'm going to kind of share with you what I'm seeing firsthand right now. Let's go to the computer. Let me pull up this month's report. As you can see, this is July 2nd, 2023, which means all the data we're going to be talking about were things that happened in June. So we're going to go over that, but I'm also going to share with you what I'm seeing right now in the market today. The first set of data I think is important for everybody to know is what we call the pending sales ratio. Think of this as kind of your finger to the pulse of the market when it comes to activity. How active is the market? And when you look at Prosper, it's a smaller market, so there's not as many home sales, but right now there's 313 homes on the market. 113 of those already have a contract. So that's only leaving 200 available homes for buyers. That means 36% of all the homes on the market are under contract. So that's a mildly active market. I want to give you something to compare to because 36% is still mildly active market. It's a good market. However, if you're comparing that to 6 months ago, a year ago, 18 months ago, where pending sales ratios were in the 60 to 70%, now you can kind of see the shift that has happened. Because interest rates have gone up, the amount of sales contracts has slowed down. That's why you're seeing 36% pending ratio. So we're getting much more back to normal than ever before. And getting back to normal is a good thing. So 36% of all homes are under contract. It's a mildly active real estate market. The price point, like that hot button in Prosper, is between $800 and $1 million. That's where you're seeing a majority of the activity. And the green line in this chart represents the pending contracts. The black line represents the number of homes for sale. So you can see, there's quite a big gap at this $800,000 mark. Means there's a lot of inventory here comparative to the number of homes that are under contract. It does tighten up considerably at that $1 million mark, up to about 1.6. That gap is lower, so there's fewer homes for sale there, but still good buyer activity. So that's good to know. In the last 6 months, 514 homes sold. 514 sales in the last 6 months. Now, in the same 6-month time frame, 115 homes came on the market and failed to sell. If you watched my previous videos, I've explained why this happens. It happens even in the hottest, most robust market that we saw during the pandemic. Homes still fail to sell. Okay, homes come on the market, they come off the market. I actually expect this number to go up. So if it goes up, that's fine. That's going to be much more into the percentages of what I call normal. 30-35% of homes fail to sell every single year. That number can get as high as into the mid 40% in a normal real estate market. So don't be deterred by that. Still seeing good, strong sales volume, on pace to have over 1,000 sales in Prosper. Keeping in mind, Prosper is a much smaller town comparative to your Salina, your Plano, McKinney, and Frisco. Now, as we scroll down, I want to talk to you about the absorption rate. This is very important. As a real estate professional, this is the one thing that I keep track of because this tells me, are we in a buyer's market? Are we in a seller's market? Are we in a neutral balanced market? What do I expect to happen to home values? A normal balanced market is between 5 and 6 months of inventory. Right now, we're at 2.3 months of inventory. So because we're less inventory, fewer homes for sale with strong buyer demand, right? This goes back to the classic equation of supply and demand. If you have lots of demand, but few supply, lower number of homes on the market, well, that means home values are most likely going to go up because there's more competition for the fewer homes on the market, okay? So that's what we're looking at here, about 2.5 months supply of inventory. Now that month supply of inventory has been going up over the last few months, which is because fewer homes are selling, interest rates have gone up, it's taking longer for homes to sell. So that's gonna build up on that month's supply of inventory. 2.5, 3 months is still a seller's market, still means more buyers than there is homes for sale. This shows you what we've seen in the pricing. Obviously, kind of March, April, we're coming out of that was those winter months. People are starting to think about getting their home on the market, making that move before school. That's why we see this ramp up. And because things get busier, the days on market drops down because there's more sales happening quicker. This here, if you're a buyer or seller, this is the key chart right here of the entire presentation. Because you can quickly look at your price point. If you're a seller and you've got a home between $800,000 and $1 million, you can look at the data and you know how many homes am I competing against? How strong is the buyer activity in my market? Do I expect to have to negotiate on my price? Do I expect to have to make price adjustments? If you're a buyer, again, you can go look at this data and say, how many homes is there to choose from? What's that pending ratio? How many buyers am I going to be competing, and how strong of an offer do I need to make in order to get my offers accepted? So let's take a look at that 800 to $1 million price point here. There's 69 homes for sale. The average home right now in that price has been on the market for 77 days. 31 homes are currently under contract, which means 31% pending ratio, so mildly active. In the last 6 months, 154 homes successfully sold. Now, those homes sold with an average of 72 days on the market. So you can see they were selling faster than what the current homes have been on the market for. So that's an indication they're taking a little bit longer. Why is that? Well, because recently we saw a couple of weeks in a row where interest rates actually went up, where a couple of months ago we saw interest rates actually going down. So these things do fluctuate, okay? What's interesting is when you look at that market, you can see what's happened. Most people come on the market, okay, hey, in this situation, the average home was listed at $944,000. They've made price adjustments to about $919,000. So you see original versus what was that final list price when it took an offer versus what did that home actually sell for on average. So they're saying about 3% negotiating, but it's a little bit larger if you compare it to the original price. So that's important to know as a seller and buyer. If a home has had price adjustments, there's going to be a lot less room to negotiate. If a home's been on the market for 30, 40, 50 days and it's not had a price adjustment, well, there's probably more room to negotiate if that seller's serious about selling. We're just at about 3 months supply of inventory. So it's not red hot like half a month or 1 month, but it's still moving under 3 months, which means there's still competition you need to consider. Now let's scroll this down. This is going to be the most important thing I hope everybody takes away, because recently there has been this media push and narrative about real estate, kind of fear-mongering, clickbait, trying to get people to believe that real estate values are decreasing, the market is bad. So they keep talking about the median home sale price, the median price of a home. And I want to explain to you why median is irrelevant. It goes back to the basics when you learn mathematics in school. The median is literally the middle number. Okay, so if you have 100 homes that sold, they're gonna look at home number 50 and say, that's it, that's the median price. How many days was that home on the market? That's the median days on market. Now, what we have had for all of last year and this year is we've had the number of homes selling that has come down substantially. We went from over 6 million homes sold in the country. We're pacing somewhere for about 4 million. So that's a substantial drop in the number of sales. So if there's fewer sales, okay, the middle number now changes, plus interest rates have gone up, which means buyers no longer qualify for the more expensive homes. So buyers are buying lower priced homes because of the interest rate. Well, if there's fewer sales and more inexpensive homes are selling, that middle number is going to be a lower number than what it was a year ago, drastically lower than what it was 2 years ago. And the media saying, oh my gosh, look at what's happening with the median sales price. But the median sales price does not tell you whether your home or the real estate market is appreciating, depreciating, or just kind of staying stagnant. It doesn't tell you about the growth in home values. In order to do that, you need to look at what a home was worth last year versus what a home was worth this year, and did it go up? And what we've seen in the last 2 years is, yes, home values did go up. Home values are appreciating, okay? How I will tell you, they are appreciating at a much slower rate than the 22%, the 12%, the 15% that we saw over the last couple of years. You're gonna see appreciation get much more back to normal, 2%, 3%, 4%. We're going back to a normal pre-pandemic levels, which is really good news for everybody involved. Normal is better than these ridiculous peaks and valleys. So do not fall for that clickbait false narrative. When we look at the Prosper market, look at the median price, $892,000. But the average price of a home is $1,026,000. Now let's look at the closed data, because this is what they're reporting. They're reporting the median price has dropped to $800,000 in Prosper. Yet the average home is selling at $855,000, a $55,000 difference. And they don't want people to know because it doesn't fit the negative clickbait, sky is falling headlines. So the reason I wanted to talk about this, the reason I do these local real estate market updates is for two reasons. Number one, real estate is hyper local. What happens in some small little town in the Midwest that has no economy and no jobs? You can't use those numbers in a shrinking real estate market and compare that to Dallas, Texas, where there are more people moving here every day. There are more Fortune 500 companies relocating. There are more six-figure jobs coming to this market. It's just not a comparison. So real estate's hyper-local. Number two is you need to be educated on the reality of what is actually happening in the market. So whether you're thinking about buying or selling, you can use real data to put together the best home buying or home selling game plan and strategy so you can take advantage of this market and get the desired result in the time frame that you need it by. With that being said, guys, I'd love to help you in the home buying or home selling process. I'd love to earn your business. Below is all of my contact information, along with a link to my calendar where you can schedule an in-person virtual in-person Zoom call with me. We'll talk about your needs, your time frame. What are you trying to accomplish? We'll pull up the actual data and we'll talk about the market and help you formulate a game plan and strategy that is custom designed for you and what it is that your goals are in your time frame. I'd love to earn your business. We'd love to help you. Who you work with in real estate absolutely matters, and it matters more right now than ever before. So love to earn your business. There's no cost or obligation to it. Let's talk. Let's see what we can do to help you out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I love the fact that you guys are coming to the YouTube channel. YouTube channel has been awesome for us this year. So thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, make sure you click that button and subscribe so you can get next month's August edition of the Real Estate Market Update reports. Make sure you check out our other reports for the different cities here that we service here in North Dallas. And we appreciate you tuning in, guys. My name is Alex with eXp Realty. We'll see you on next month's Real Estate Market Update report. Take care.